Good afternoon. It is exactly 4 p.m. here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for keeping it TV47. You're just in time for news now at 4 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. But first, let's take a look at the top stories making headlines at this hour.
The highlights. Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo has been summoned by a Nakuru court to explain the government's stance in a controversial case involving the resettlement of internally displaced persons. In an unexpected but welcome twist, Kimu County Hospital is making headlines for all the right reasons, reporting 0 maternal deaths in the entire county for the month of April. And aspiring youth politicians in Nyandarua are raising the alarm, alleging systemic exploitation by corrupt cartels with ties to former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
All right, thank you for joining. We begin now. A Nakuru High Court has summoned the Principal Secretary for Internal Security and National Administration, Dr. Raymond Omolo, to appear before the court on May 26th after internally displaced persons sued the PS Interior and the Attorney General seeking compensation. Omolo is expected to explain to the court the government's reason for breaking its earlier promise of compensating over 75,000 victims of the 2007-2008 post-election violence, as well as explain where the 6.5 billion Kenyan shillings reserved for the victims by the High Court in April 2017 is. Judge Hedwig Ogundi said it was unfortunate that the victims, dubbed integrated internally displaced persons, had been led by the government to believe that their issues would be resolved.
Tunamtarajia siku hiyo ya tarehe 26 ambaye koti imeorder. Hiyo ni court order. Ili ajiwasilishe yeye mwenyewe atueleze ya kwamba pesa tulisimamisha na court order. Pesa zetu ziko. Na kama ziko, kwa nini bado wamekaa na pesa zetu wataka kutupatia?
Tuna furaha kwa judiciary yetu kwa sababu imetetea mnyonge mwaka jana wote na kama miaka miwili. Tumekuwa tukiongea maneno ya kusikizana nje ya koti, consent, na tukaweza kudraft ile consent na mawakili wote wakasign isipokuwa Attorney General. Tumekaa kotini kwa muda mrefu kwa sababu ya hii Ministry of Interior, kwa sababu imedelay, ijapeana instructions, hiyo consent ikuwe isainiwe ama maana ama reasons za kukosa kusaini ile consent.
Tumekuja kotini sasa, hii ni mwaka karibu ya 8. Tunakuja kotini kila wakati tunaahirishwa na tumeomba serikali yetu tukufu iweze kutusaidia na hata Ministry ya Interior iweze kujua mambo yetu, kwa sababu hawa ndio walikuwa na mambo yetu.
Tunaomba serikali yetu tukufu ya mtukufu Rais Mheshimiwa Ruto na watu wote wale ambao wameunda serikali pamoja watuhurumie, watusaidie.
All right, and to some heartwarming news, public hospitals in Kiambu County have reported 0 maternal deaths across all its maternity wards in April. Leading the way is Kiambu Level 5 Hospital, which posted an outstanding record of its own. Not a single maternal death from January through April this year. According to statistics from the Kiambu County Maternity Department, the number of deliveries across Kiambu health facilities consistently rose in the first 3 months. January recorded 4,850 births, February had 3,552 births, and March posted 4,912 births. Kiambu Level 5 Hospital, the flagship facility, alone handled 608 births in January, 483 in February, and 640 in March, reflecting the residents' growing confidence in its maternal services. The county has also received patients from neighboring counties, particularly Nairobi, Murang'a, Machakos, Kirinyaga, Embu, and Kitui.
Little hospital nikaletwa huku kama referral. Nikakuja nikaletewa mtoto NB huku sasa nursery. Kalikuwa kadogo, kalikuwa na kilo 1. Reduce kakakuwa na 600 grams. Lakini so far kana improve. Jisai kakona kilo 1.
Improvement in the service delivery is evident in the number of mothers we have been delivering in Kiambu County. For example, in the year 2024, we had a projected pregnant population of 60,000, but the whole county ended up delivering 80,000 mothers in all our facilities, and that is a testimony to the improvement of the quality of care that our mothers are receiving. We've also had an unprecedented record in the month of April of 0 maternal deaths in the whole county. This has actually never happened before.
Celebrate a great milestone in the sense that we've not had any mom walk in and die due to pregnancy-related complications, but they were able to go back to their family, and that gave us a lot of joy. That said, this was as a result of a great contribution from each and every person in the facility.
Since the beginning of January till now, in this hospital, we haven't had any maternal death at all, not even a single one. And in the whole county, again, since the 1st of April, we haven't had any maternal death within the county. That is including the private facilities, the faith-based facilities, and the public facilities. We haven't lost even a single mother because of childbirth-related complications. This is not a small feat, because in the whole county, in the whole country, in Kenya, Kiambu is rated number 3 among the top 3 counties that are doing very well in making sure that we don't lose any mother from complications that are related to giving birth.
All right, and away from that, at least 132 senior police officers will be promoted to high ranks after successful interviews by the National Police Service Commission. The interviews, which began on Tuesday and will end Thursday this week, will see the promotion of officers from the rank of Chief Inspector to Assistant Superintendent of Police. Speaking while addressing the media on Wednesday morning, the National Police Service Commission Chief Executive Officer Peter Lele said that the senior officers who are currently interviewed have undergone promotional courses in Kiganjo and Emali police colleges. Lele further revealed that in a bid to curb corruption during the recruitment of police officers, the commission will bank on technology, where interested candidates will share their credential through digitized platforms.
We've had a robust program for the senior officers who are aspiring to progress into higher ranks, from Chief Inspector to ASP and above. And they've undergone a lot of trainings, both at Kiganjo and Emali. And I want also to start by saying the command led by the Inspector General has done a good job, and we are confirming through these interviews that a lot of work has gone into the programs of equipping our police officers to perform better.
And away from that, the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, in partnership with the Wajir County Senate Office and Wajir County Referral Hospital, has successfully conducted a disabilities needs and medical assessment program in Wajir County. The exercise focused on identifying and supporting persons with disabilities through comprehensive medical evaluations, provision of assistive devices, and official registration to access various government support services. This nationwide initiative forms part of a larger campaign to promote inclusive development and ensure that all persons with disabilities are meaningfully integrated into society and service delivery systems.
We're able to give 200 in this exercise, but we're only able to register about 100 persons with disabilities, and we are seeing that it was successful because we were able to achieve our target. We were able to educate people on the benefits of registration. Of course, we realize many people are not registered. Not because they do not want to, but they do not understand the benefits of registration. Yale matatizo tumeona wanapitia hapa ni kukosa kujua namna pengine ukishapata your medical assessment, they do not know what to do to go after that. So tunahimiza hata hapa mashinani the people who have those OPDs to educate the masses and tell them the benefits of after getting the mass assessment. What are you the medical assessment? What happens after that?
The target was, one, to make a mass registration of persons living with disability. Second was to give assistive devices to those in need. Third, it was to identify students living with disability and how they can get assistance in terms of bursaries.
And to the world of politics, youth aspirants for various political seats in Nyandarua have come out to complain about what they say is exploitation by corrupt networks operating under the influence of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Speaking to media in Olkalau town, young aspirants led by Stanley Kiama have claimed that they are being forced to pay large sums of cash for elective seats such as parliamentary and gubernatorial positions. Kiama has further said that these payments are collected through county-based mafia networks known as Itungati, operating with political protection and impunity. They are now appealing to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to open a full and independent probe into these allegations of political extortion, intimidation and abuse of office.
Acha watu wakuje kwa ground, let justice be done through proper and clear nominations. Acha watu wakuje wachaguane, acha watu wasimame from the ground level. Let people decide for themselves. Kikuwa extorted, arafu ukose kupewa ile nafasi. Sasa they've killed you two ways.
It is with deep concern that we expose the silent exploitation of Kenya young leaders by corrupt network operating under the influence of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Youth aspiring for political office have been forced to part with large sums of cash, 250,000 for MCA seat, 600,000 for MP, 700,000 for women rep, 800,000 for senatorial seat, and 1 million for gubernatorial seat. These payments are collected through county-based mafia, known as Itungati, operating with political protection and impunity.
All right, and to the world of sports, Kenyan striker Janet Bundi has etched her name in the books of African women's football this year with a remarkable season in the Egyptian Women Premier League. Representing the National Bank of Egypt under coach Mohamed Kamal, Bundi had already netted an impressive 27 goals, securing her position as the league's second top scorer and propelling her team to a commendable 5th place finish with 44 points. Her move to the National Bank of Egypt marked a significant milestone, making her one of the few Kenyan female footballers to play professionally in Egypt.
I want gem and hard work in my team and talk small player. It's my team small player. Talking all the time. You must playing, fight. It's very well. This very good experience, Janet. Now, I hope another player in Kenya in my team. This shape you can play in France.
First, naweza sema nashukuru God. Nimekuwa Egypt for 8 months now. Ligi imekuwa poa. Performance yangu imekuwa juu. Imekuwa 70%. Ukiona ni naka second top scorer. Top scorer amenishinda na 1 goal. Naweza sema ligi imekuwa tough kidogo.
And Michael Karanga delivered a spectacular final round performance to clinch the 2025 Kiambu Open Golf title. Karanga, who scored 214 points, received a prize of 115,600 shillings for his win. He was followed closely by John Legirma of Royal Nairobi Club, who scored 220 and received a prize of 69,400 shillings. Third place was shared by three players: Hetan Shah of Sigona Club, Naomi Wafula of Vipingo Ridge Club, and Joyce Njuguini of Kiambu Club. Each of them received 36,200 shillings. The KAGC tournament will continue on the 23rd of this month at Muthaiga Club.
Looking at my position number 3, that is, I don't belong there. Me, I'm a top golfer, amateur, ranked number 1 in Kenya, number 3 in Africa, and number 77 in the world.
To be honest, this week the rough was really tough, and all the players could attest for that.
All right, that concludes News Now at 4 p.m. with I, Sheilar Chelangat. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.